Oh, we need to follow the dog. That's the most prudent thing right now. Oh man, she got real bad.
Yeah.
What was the gore chunk from?
Her liver, maybe?
Was that the hole that got stabbed through her like that dude from Kung Pao? And through the fists? Where he just
Maybe.
punches a solid chunk out of the dude's stomach. And the guy comes back later whipping it around on a chain.
Old Kung Fu movies were dumb.
That was not old. That was like 2004.
Dude, that's almost 2 decades.
So?
That's old.
When you say old action movie, what I think is there were movies made in the fucking 60s. Like yes, relatively speaking, Kung Pao Enter the Fist PM is old, but it's not as old as those movies are from it. So that's what I go to. I'm not a boomer.
Uh-huh. Where did the dog go? What? I watched you turn left. How did you go right?
Well, he's like a truck. You need to make 3 lefts in order to turn right. More fuel efficient. Oh wait, no, sorry. 3 rights in order to take a left. If you took 3 lefts to make a right, you'd be taking way more time.
I mean, did we really need to follow the dog to follow the blood trail?
Yes. What's up, dog? You're my dog. Why don't you digivolve into a better monster? Wait, there's clearly a blood trail on the ground.
Yeah.
Why are we following the dog? We could just follow the fucking blood trail.
That's what I just said.
I wasn't listening.
I noticed, because you don't take me seriously.
I was too busy thinking about Digimon.
You never take me seriously.
I do. Just sometimes when I'm trying to come up with a joke, I stop listening to the people around me so I can mediate the joke in my head. And as a result, you end up saying something and I'm like, oh yeah, like that thing you just said. And I go, oh wait, you literally just said that. And sometimes I catch myself halfway through saying it. I don't mind because it's funny. What was it like? The last time we saw it, was it like we saw like Kaysen talking to Diane, right?
Yeah.
Isn't
Kaysen's probably here.
Oh no, we saw Kaysen in the towns. That can't be right.
No, we saw Kaysen talking to Diane.
Oh shit.
That fucking dog.
Willie, are you out there?
Oh shit.
Kaysen, what are you doing in there?
You're not gonna annihilate the Cannoneer, are
Is that
you, Kaysen?
Thank God. I can't get this door open. Can you unlock it from your side?
Kaysen, stand away from the door.
Shoot it.
He doesn't even give him time to stand away.
Oh shit. What a player. Like Diane wasn't the only one dogging around. I meant Willie, sorry. Damn it. Fuck. God damn it.
Where's Diane? And what are you doing here?
It's fine.
I was going to ask you the same thing.
Well, let's just say I have my reasons, you know, private reasons. I don't really have to tell you, do I?
Actually, you do. Diane just died a moment ago.
What?
You're not just a key witness now. You're now a suspect. And you need to tell me exactly what you were doing here.
Well, I just came here to talk with Diane. To have a conversation.
And I suppose that kiss mark on your cheek is from your conversation.
This was just a spur-of-the-moment thing.
Which is exactly what killed Diane.
Well, what killed Diane was a large statue.
Okay. I came here to be with Diane. You happy now? We've been together before, a couple times. It's one of the reasons why I like coming to this town, see? This time is no different. I bumped into her in a bar in Seattle. I had some holiday coming up. Well, so I just took it and I drove her back here. I have a wife, you know, but we've been separated for a while. We're going through a divorce right now, and I don't want her lawyer finding out.
I don't give a fuck. This is my
Anyway,
I don't give a
how
fuck
could
biz.
I kill Diane if I was in a room locked from the outside? 2 hours ago, me and Diane easy, drinking upstairs. We were, you know, enjoying ourselves. Then Nick had to show up.
Yeah, she looked very
Well,
excited
then
about
Diane
that.
had a sudden change of heart. She locked me up in here.
Like a storm cell or something? Panic room?
Sex dungeon?
Waiting for her.
Sex dungeon.
Of course, but she didn't. I heard footsteps a couple of times, but they just passed by.
Footsteps, eh?
Well, then I couldn't wait anymore, so I let Willie here out through the window.
Why didn't you climb through the window? Oh,
Then you showed up instead of Diane.
right. That's a good dog.
That is a good dog.
Zach, Diane
Maybe
has
the
become
dog's
the third
the
victim
killer.
of our killer. And Nada
No,
from
it's a good
questioning
dog.
Nick.
Maybe
Nothing.
the dog's too smart
No
for the
new
plot.
leads from questioning Nick. He's taken the death of Diane really badly. In shock, the works. He claims to have liked talking with her about art, but he also had a problem with her views about men. He says that they argued, but not at a level that would lead to a murder. They were about to head out to the bar again together, but while he was waiting for Diane, someone knocked him out cold. He has no idea who it was either.
Interesting.
Of course, Kaysen looks like a prime suspect, but that door was locked from the outside. There was no other way in or out of that room,
Pretty good album.
which means there is no evidence of
Halibut.
his involvement at this time. He did say something else. The footsteps he heard outside the room were not heels, but a man's boots. And Nick was wearing boots. But now that Diane's dead, no one can back up Nick's statement.
That's a shit
Which is why we
alibi.
have Nick in custody and have to let Kaysen go free. That seemed like the only option, at least for now. One more thing, Zach. George
It's
looked
possible
terribly depressed.
Kaysen could have done it
Just
since
as Kaysen
somebody was
really
collaborating with him.
He's feeling responsible for the deaths of Becky and Diane.
And they could have both done
Losing
it.
confidence
honestly.
away from him. I wonder what's left. Well, of course, he'd still have muscle.
Man, that statue is super evil, and I hate it, but it's cool.
It is really cool. It's really funny though how she died and like 2 seconds later it's playing like comically unfitting.
That's this game.
That is this game. It's so fucking.
The game has 4 songs in it, and a quarter of the time it plays the wrong song. It's like a roulette wheel of the best kind. It's like somebody's playing Russian roulette with a song player.
This game only does have 4 songs, doesn't it?
No, it has more than that, but there's like the 4 main ones. There's like York's theme. There's Life is Beautiful, it's the whistling one.
That one's great.
There's the screeching sax one. The shit's going down one.
Zach, let's get back to the hotel. First Anna, then Becky.
And then there's like the
Diane.
battle music.
I'm not looking forward to writing this investigation report.
Agent Morgan.
Yeah, no shit.
York. Do you have a moment?
What is it, George?
Morgan, did you report? You write in this
Something I'd like
report
to
that
talk
you
to you about.
jumped off a second
Do you
floor
have any time
balcony at 10 feet
Can't you
in the
just do
air
it
to
here?
catch a woman
If
to get
possible, I'd
impaled
like to
from
go
a
to the bar.
20 from
Of
a
course,
4,000
you don't really
pound
need to.
statue?
A bar?
Yes, sir. That's what
Now
happened.
that sounds like a
That's
good idea.
pretty fucking metal, Agent York.
Zach,
Sorry,
what
it
do
was
you
more
think?
like
We can go
23
drinking
feet.
with George, or
Right.
turn him
Sir,
down
I was
and
just
head
doing
back
my
to the
job.
hotel.
for a
Yeah.
drink. I like George.
George seems cool. Seems like he's got his own things going on, but that's all right. Everybody's got their own shtick.
George, that scar on your cheek. Where did you get it?
This? Didn't I tell you? Well, it's not from work. I got it when I was a kid.
A childhood injury. Tree climbing? I used to get a few scrapes myself climbing the big tree in our backyard. I used to climb it a lot. And fall out of it a lot.
This wasn't anything like that, though. It was my mother. She did it.
Oh.
Ooh.
I'm sorry, George.
Don't worry. It's ancient history. The world is flooded with unreasonable violence. The strong overpower the weak, adults over children, men over women, and criminals over their victims.
That's sadly true.
Very pessimistic, George.
I have no memories of my father. He left before I knew him. My mother would hit me every time I asked why.
Yeah.
And it didn't stop there.
That's
I
pretty.
ate too slow, left my shoes scattered around, TV volume too loud. She found reasons to hit me bad. The worst was what she called the tree punishment. She'd whip my back with these thin tree branches like a whip.
Please, Mama. I won't do it again. That hurts, Mama. I'm sorry, please. I'm sorry.
Pretty bad.
That's pretty fucking brutal.
Tree punishment was definitely the worst, I tell you.
When did this game get so
Just hearing
dark?
the words used to make me shiver.
Fucking
and
child
pass out.
abuse.
This game starts
People
with a
get-
brutal
I'll show you
murder.
the
It was
scars on
always
my back.
dark.
I know, but you forget because
Every
it's
time
like
after the
hokey
tree
PS1
punishment.
shenanigans.
She'd always say the same thing. This is hurting the tree more than it is hurting you
Jesus.
and me. Being a naive
It's not
dumb
even.
kid,
She's not
I
even trying to
believed her.
pretend that it's hurting
I
her.
went to the woods to apologize to the trees.
That's so messed up.
That's fucked.
Do you do that to a kid? It's like telling a kid something wrong on purpose to mess with their perception of everything.
I kept asking myself, why is she hurting me this way? I thought long and hard about it. In the end, I've just figured I'm weaker than her. That's why. It's the law of Mother Nature at work. The strong eat the weak.
But now, you have the power to protect the weak.
That's right. Perhaps I should thank my mother for guiding me into this line of work.
Yeah,
But not the way she did it.
guess that's a fairly optimistic way of looking at it.
I guess. Still
York.
child abuse.
Yeah, it's bad.
I've been an arrogant fool, haven't I?
Yeah, no wonder
If it
he's
weren't
got
for me,
such a power
Both Becky
complex.
and Diane would still be alive. I could have saved them both.
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
You know, it's almost like they died because of me.
You're out of your mind.
I invited you to this bar for a drink.
Yeah, not gonna elaborate
This
on that
bar
at
is my
all?
confession chamber, and I wanted you to listen
Whew.
and to tell you. Well,
I mean, fair, that
Yes.
is the correct way to respond to that.
already hate me for causing all these problems, not following your orders. York, I'm sorry. I'll follow your orders from now on. You'll have my total cooperation.
George, you've been as cooperative as you can be. You even invited an FBI guy to a bar for drinks.
Hmm.
You've done a good job protecting this town.
Yeah, think of
And
all
the
the people
folks
who
here
weren't
respect you
super
for
murdered
that.
in this town.
Nobody can blame
There's
you
at
for
least,
anything.
like, those two guys over there.
Thanks. I do feel a little better.
You know, you gotta look at the ratio.
The first one, kind of George's fault. Second one,
Arguably.
I'm gonna
Second
argue
one-
the second one's not.
Second one, definitely not. I mean, he was pushed into that.
Yeah.
And besides, there were multiple people trying to stop that from happening. Like, if anything, she kind of killed herself at some point. Doesn't change the fact that somebody still tried to kill her.
I mean, I can definitely see where it's like if he hadn't been trying in the way he had, she wouldn't have died.
Sure. But there's no way to know that.
Hey, Carol. Becky is dead.
Yeah, that shit's fucked.
Diane, too.
Hey, I heard you from the
We've
room
got
over,
Nick in
York.
custody as a suspect.
You were pissing like a fire hydrant. I think that's
Nick
pretty
didn't
hot.
do it.
You want to hook
Oh,
up later?
Carol, you took a locket from Diane, didn't
Look
you?
at that.
A locket
Ancient
with
me.
this mark on it.
I'm busy, gotta go.
I'm dreaming of lip syncing.
I mean, it doesn't. It looks fine. The stupid like thing around her neck, though.
You mean the boa?
Is that what that's called?
Yeah, like a feather boa.
Yeah, feather boa is kind of like it. It looks so bad.
Oh, I didn't even notice the boa. Ah, it's fine.
It's just
That's just kind of how boas look. It just looks kind of gaudy on her.
oh no, I don't mean it's. I mean it's rendered poorly.
Yes, it's also that. But I mean,
Like it's rendered so poorly compared to her that it's distracting.
have you ever seen like a feather dust mop before?
Yeah.
I don't know what it reminds me of. Not like a proper boa. It's like an actual other one. But yeah, no, it's rendered. Of course, it's rendered poorly.
I know, but it's like even compared to her, it's like
Also, hey, she can't hit a note.
it's fine. She tried her best.
It is. Well, I assume this is more like a style over substance kind of thing.
Yeah.
And that's fine. I'm okay if people want to sing stylistically, even if she's completely off pitch. As a singer, I respect the guff. But also as a singer, fucking hit the notes, lady. God damn it. Well, she's not even really hitting the words either. Oh, Jesus.
I guess we talked to George as well now.
Sorry to keep you waiting, boys.
Yep.
Zack, Emily is already a goddess of the forest.
No, York. Goddess of the Forest was a metaphor for people being dead. You can't call people
Well,
that.
let's forget work for
Nice
a bit
dress,
and drink
though.
a little, shall we?
York?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, she's
Why
kind
is
of
she
like,
here?
got her mouth open while
I
she's
just thought the
talking.
more the merrier. You know, to relax.
As
and
opposed
get
to the
loose.
other times that people talk,
Is
where
this
their
a
mouth
problem?
isn't
No,
open.
of course not.
You just like vibrate your brain so that people could hear it through the ether.
I think I'll just call it a night.
George, I just got here and you're walking out on me? I was hoping the three of us could have a drink and let out a little steam.
I'm afraid I've already had enough. And I already had a good man-to-man with York. So I'll see you guys.
Yeah, he
Is
did.
that a metaphor?
He did mention that he was drinking before as well.
Yeah.
So like maybe that. I mean, granted, that's mildly irresponsible, but like his judgment might have been impaired. He acted pretty promptly, all things considering.
I
Yeah.
think George likes you, but he's avoiding you all at the same time.
Yeah, he
How
wants to
astute.
mount you on a wall.
There's a reason?
Is that a sex position? Is
Nothing.
No, I mean,
worth
like,
going
as a
into.
trophy.
It's a thing of the past.
that a sex position?
How would I know?
I don't know. You internet.
Okay, wait.
sometimes.
I don't think it was the boa. Just look at the glass. It's fuzzy.
Okay.
I
He
think there's
did
a
ask me
filter
out when I
on
first came to
the
town.
actual
I
like
was still in
screen
high
because when
school.
she lifted her glass up, the
But I never
glass
really
was
considered
fuzzy,
him
and when
my
she put it
type.
back down, it was clear.
And there's the age gap
See?
thing too. I respect
Yeah, I
him,
see
of
that.
course. I wouldn't have taken this job otherwise.
So, did you...
Like a fuzzy filter.
Of course not. I came with my parents.
I think it's just we're used to
Tell me about
not
them, then.
playing games in
Sure, why not?
480p.
My dad dealt in
On a-
stocks
No, that's a
in New York.
filter.
He was hardly at home when I was a kid, always working. Those pieces of paper were far more important to him than I was. Which is no different now, really. I don't see much of him. My mother? Totally different story. A wonderful person that I still respect. She was always kind and understanding. Not only that, but she would always help me find my way.
You know, if this was a lesser story, like, everybody would have fucked up parents, and would be like some sort of consistent metaphor.
We had our battles, sure, but all in all...
But I appreciate that a lot of these characters are just, like, relatively normal people.
Yeah, she's gone now. Cancer, just before I graduated high school.
Oh, the big C.
She gave this to me just before she died.
Damn.
I take it with me wherever I go. It's what I treasure most.
I'm sure she's very proud of you.
Emily, that's a bookmark. Picks it up, it just crumbles into dust.
I had a good time tonight. Good night.
See you tomorrow.
Why are you standing out in the rain in a
York.
nice fucking dress?
Why are you closed?
Yes.
How the fuck did you get that lit, York?
'Cause he's a badass.
He is a badass.
Please, don't lie to us, okay?
What is that?
Thanks, York. Just exhale
Don't worry.
right into the microphone,
I
please.
won't.
There's a guy with a boom mic just standing out of shot, and he's holding it right up to York's mouth. He's like just about to like shove his the microphone in his mouth and eat it.
Sorry, I was looking away from the screen.
Don't worry, you'll get a thing for the FBI later for that, for your fucking smashed head.
About the scratches.
So, Zach, this case turned into a multiple homicide.
Yeah, real spiraled out of control there, didn't it,
Turn a
Jack?
criminal into a serial killer. Is it hedonistic? Ritualistic? Copycat crime? Sex-related? Cannibalistic?
Cat crime.
From the Bureau of Statistics.
Yeah, cat
These
crime.
interesting ideas don't always really explain the real motive.
You know, there's a lot of great quotes from Hat in Time, but cat crime
uses to scare
lives
citizens.
rent-free in my heart.
The spotlight falls on a mere 1% of all cases.
They knew what they were doing giving you that as a default sticker.
You understand all this, right, Zach?
Yeah,
No
sure.
matter how bizarre a crime may appear to be, at the root, there is always rage and personal interest.
The root of a
Exactly.
donut is always
Most
a
people
hole.
simply don't kill.
Unless it's a donut
That's
hole.
not
But that kind of common sense never applies to our
a
investigation.
lot of serial killers have killed.
Maybe we're lucky.
That's what
We're
most
unlucky,
serial
depending on
killers
how you
do.
look at it.
Sorry, have you
End up
caught a
working on
serial
those cases
killer?
in that 1%.
I don't think so.
Remember, Zach, the
Not when
first
I've done a
case
lot
we
of
had,
research.
Just after becoming a special
Don't ask.
agent.
Now let's talk about this another time.
Yeah, what he said.
I don't feel like it right now.
Good old QWERTY wop. You know, that's the letter. It seems to be blocked because it's floating through the keys on the typewriter. I think it's just a flat picture of white, and then there's a hole in the key where it's coming through. It's peeking out the bottom.
Huh?
Zach, let's go over our progress.
Oh, it don't matter. The
From what
textures
Olivia
are
told
hard.
us, and the sketchbook we found at Becky's house,
That's
Nick and
true.
Diane became our primary suspects.
Well, we can't all be
There
the
were a couple
perfect
of reasons
human.
for this. First, Becky gave the missing locket to Diane. Also, Nick has no alibi for when Anna and Becky were killed.
Well,
We followed Nick
nothing
through
we
our
can
camera,
corroborate at least.
which led us, unfortunately, to our third victim. The third victim, Diane,
Yeah, really 0 for 3 on this
was
one,
strung
aren't
up in the entrance hall of the art gallery. Her hands were tied and a knife was sticking out of her chest.
Was there?
we? Yeah.
However,
was in the
there
front
a
of her
marked
chest, though.
difference from the previous crimes.
Do you remember what that was, Zach?
It was how the fuck they got up there to tie her up. Like, how much goddamn work could that have taken?
That's right. Diane was still alive.
Yeah.
This suggests that very little time had passed since the crime was committed.
I mean, to be fair, the second one,
Which
he was
means
also
the
still
criminal
alive.
was still close by.
Or,
Somewhere near
but
us.
we knew what the murder weapon was. It was in her chest.
There are two possible candidates. Nick, who was knocked out in the entrance. And one other. Zach, who was the other person in the gallery?
It's a great song.
Yeah.
Harry.
That's right.
Look at that evil
Casey.
fucking mask.
We followed Willie. Good dog.
Don't worry,
all the way
he's
to-
just cosplaying with
Casey's
for
statement
Payday
came
2.
out as follows.
Yeah, cosplay. Yeah, he's going in with the
Me and
tank
Diane
build,
had a physical
so he can
relationship.
go loud.
That was why he visited the gallery. The two were in the middle of such a meeting when Nick showed up. Diane lost her cool and shut Kaysen up in the basement. Now, what did Kaysen hear when he was locked up?
What did he hear?
Steps of
That's it. The sound
Zach.
of boots passing.
I was paying attention when the
Nick
plot
was wearing
happened.
boots that day. Which means it was likely
For
that
how
Diane met with Nick
amateurish
in her room.
the presentation is,
Nick said he argued verbally.
and
with
that's not
Diane about
that's
playing
not
around with men,
a criticism,
but they
mind you.
eventually decided to go out drinking.
That's kind of part of
together.
its charm. Like, this game does a pretty
However,
darn good
immediately
job of
after that, Nick was
introducing
attacked by
elements
someone
and then
in the entrance hall
immediately
and knocked
making sure that you
unconscious.
understand them.
We saw the rest.
Zach, do you think that Nick is our serial killer?
These pictures.
what?
But how
What
is
the
that?
fuck is
how
that?
that
No.
He looks like he's having a stroke. Just like York, do you have full control of your face? Like, fuck. Is Nick the killer?
I don't think so, but I'm not sure.
Knowing this game, if we say yes, it's gonna go, no, you were wrong, game over. You arrested the wrong guy.
Asha sent in a report too. He found a large volume of
What is this, the end of Persona 4?
This confirms her.
Didn't play
as the
Persona 4.
Raincoat Killer. Remaining leads.
Oh, that's like,
There's the
hey,
locket,
have you seen
which is in Carol's
more than
possession.
2 seconds of Persona 4 arena
The man with
content?
the tattooed back
Well, there's your
and
spoilers.
Upside down peace sign. There's a lot left to answer. I hope the coffee will give us more guidance.
You want to know every character with a thing?
I mean, yeah, but like,
I hope you're not good at picking up tangential spoilers due to
Zach, what
vague
did you think
content.
about George pouring his heart
Like I
out?
am.
I was surprised.
Oh well.
It's the end.
But
of
you know what?
monarchy.
That leads me to my favorite thing, which is things that you think are spoilers but are not, because you assumed wrong. Fake spoilers are like my favorite kind. Because you get mad and you're like, alright, I'm ready for this shit. And then you wait the whole game and it never happens and you're like, wait, that's not right. It's like the opposite of a
Emily?
spoiler.
What's going on? Do you know what time it is?
why does she look distraught?
I'm sorry.
Oh,
She's down bad.
I couldn't sleep, so I was drinking alone.
Yeah.
My mother.
God
was
help us, we set a
very
good
kind
mood.
woman. She always smiled so brightly. Baked cakes and cookies every day. She'd say that I needed the sugar because I spent so much time
Look at this
thinking.
tasteful nude behind me.
My father was always quiet. We never talked much. He was a federal agent, just like me. And he was hardly ever at home.
Ah, so that's where he gets
The only
it.
words he ever had for me were harsh ones.
at least
I
he.
had a vivid imagination, and
Yeah, I remember this one
I
time he
remember
threw me
he
up on the
once said this
roof
to
and
me.
said, "You're a
there are
doctor,
plenty
figure
of
it out."
crazy things in this world.
And I went, Dad, I'm
You don't have to
7.
go dreaming them up. And it's my job to make sense out of them. One day you'll understand what I'm saying. I found out later that my father was one of the first to ever use criminal profiling to catch bad guys. And so now I'm doing exactly the same job that he did. Like father, like son.
Can I ask you something?
Shoot.
If fucking love this
Mind
song.
if it's something personal?
Fire away.
Get ready for a music change.
Who's Zach?
Here we go. Yeah! Called it.
Zach is a friend of mine.
Oh, so you do have friends.
Yeah. He's my only friend.
What kind of person is he then?
Well, I've never seen his face. But he's always with me, and we discuss everything.
When did you become friends?
A long time ago. Back when I was a child.
Oh shit.
Oh.
I was 7. I woke up one morning to hear my mother crying in the living room. This wasn't normal, so I headed in to see her. My father was there pointing a gun at my mother. I was so scared. I closed my eyes, so I don't remember much more. But I do remember the words my father said to me. At times we must purge things from this world because they should not exist, even if it means losing someone that you love. When I came back to my senses, they were both dead.
Oh.
He shot my mother and then killed himself.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
And
Don't worry
the
about it.
sad backstory.
Zach's with me. It was around that time that we became friends. I'm here. I'm with you, he said. I'll be here always. We can get through this together. Quite aside from that terrible scene in front of me, that voice seemed to make me calmer. And here we are, working
Like
together,
Zach is like the calm
getting through things.
advisory
This is
person.
the first time I've ever told anyone about this. I wonder if Zach will get angry.
That's a sad story. But I don't want you to take this the wrong way, but
Yeah, I was just complaining an hour
I'm
ago
sure
that my
there's
mom
a
died of
reason
cancer.
for what your father did.
I feel like a dick.
I know. I think maybe I became an agent to find out why he did what he did.
And I found out everybody in the FBI is fucking insane.
Oh yeah, York, I forgot to thank you.
Thank me? For what?
You saved my life. If you didn't save me at the gallery, I would have died along with Diane.
No need to thank me for that. I'm pretty useless. I couldn't save Becky. I couldn't save Diane.
What did you just say? Useless? I was never expecting to hear you say that. Huh. There might be a modest guy in you after all.
Finally, you noticed? You're a little slow, aren't you?
Maybe hopeless, but not useless.
Zach, do you think Emily got home safely?
You didn't bring her home?
Anyway, I think it's more serious of a
What
situation
the
than I
fuck,
thought.
dude?
He doesn't have a
Do you
car.
remember?
We've
We
just,
steal
conversation
all
with
of the car.
we've just been
She's
having
really interested in
patrolmen
you.
drive us around.
I think she's starting to have certain feelings for you.
Oh.
If that's the case, Zach, you and I are rivals. This is a very serious situation indeed.
York's like, ew, gross.
Well, if it comes to that, let it be a fair fight. Agreed?
Thomas! Thomas! Let me out of here! Come on, please!
Is there a reverb on that?
Hate it in here, Thomas.
Buckface, can you play the fart reverb noise over this, please, a couple times?
You are a child.
Thank you.
Gross.
I like that stuff.
It just makes it dumber. I mean, hey,
Here we go.
what? Hold up.
Oh, this is the sex dungeon.
The person was in the picture.
Yeah, I think that was the killer.
Yeah.
Hey, past cleared. God damn, and we don't have to deal with that anymore.